sound so sort of eager at that, so I'll tone it down a bit. Right, I'm Sam. Okay, for those of you that don't know me, I am a foster carer. Me and my husband work clean easy around now our 3 foster children. We have 3 girls with special needs, and I've also got 3 boys of my own. When we started Clean Easy, we actually had 8 foster children in the house. Wow. And 3 boys of my own. Traditionally, I am a qualified children's nurse. Okay, that was my trade. That was all I wanted to be when I left school. That was what I was. Worked hard to get it. Didn't like the hours. Just after my first son was born, my husband had a serious back injury. He fell down some stairs and damaged the nerves in his back. We were told then that by the time he was 35, he would be in a wheelchair. He's not. He was determined that he was not. It does affect him, hence why he doesn't come to a lot of night meetings, because it's at night it affects him. But what it meant was I got my first taste of real work, and my husband got his first taste of being a stay-at-home dad. I missed everything with my kids. The first walk, the first word, everything. Because what it meant was, immediately we were an income down. The NHS, because my husband was a nurse as well, paid him for 6 months and then said, we ain't coming back, bye-bye. Nothing, gone. I then, with a young baby, had to go out and work 80 hours a week to just support the mortgage that we had and everything. I used to start work at 4 o'clock in the evening and finish at 8 o'clock in the morning. I did that 5 nights a week. And I did that for about 6 years. Then we started fostering. Why we started fostering? If I'm being honest, it was a way to ease the money and for me to be at home a little bit more and for Phil to be able to do something. One of our very first foster children was a little girl. She became our daughter. We adopted her. She was seriously ill when we got her. We were told when we got her, when we were approached to have her, she only had 3 months to live, but because of our nursing backgrounds, we basically said, will you take her home and care for her, rather than die in hospital or in a hospice. She lasted 5 years, which was a big feat in itself. We lost Sophie 8 years ago now. Tore us apart, and then we kind of threw ourselves into the fostering. And then one day, I got a card left on my motorhome. Never ever prejudge anybody. We were very nearly prejudged, weren't we, Abby? Very, yeah. On the outside, I live in a very big house, and my team will say, yeah. Big house, 8-bedroomed house, big double fronted, parked outside was a 45 grand motorhome. We were skint. We were struggling making the payments. We were living day to day. And so I joined Clean Easy. I wasn't the easiest person to sign up. What are you coughing at? Abby never gave up. Okay, she never gave up, and eventually I relented. I said, oh, for God's sake, this woman is never going to stop ringing me, sending me emails, sending me messages. If I don't allow her just to come and show me this. So she came and showed me the plan. I had seen it similar before when I was 20, just married. We were introduced to another company, a network marketing company. Stayed in it in 6 months. It didn't take off in the UK. It was a very big American company. What it did do was help me dream, but what it also did was shatter my dreams. So when we were seeing the same again, we were very negative. But we needed 50 quid a week. That is what I needed for a holiday. So I did it to do the catalogs. No other reason. So we joined Clean Easy, believe it or not, in April 2012. I've had 2 stars in Clean Easy, 2012 and last October. Okay? I prefer to start the story. First 2 weeks though, we did hit my 10% in 2 weeks because I needed the money, the need was there. got my first team member in 2 weeks in, my son, still doing it today, still has a customer base, doesn't want to do the team building, that's fine. Has a 10% retail, he's more than happy. First full period, we hit 13% and made £318, which was what I started for. Went to a few meetings, started to read the books. Didn't continue with that. Never plateaued. That's where I stayed. More than happy, went to the odd meeting, didn't really read, didn't take on board. Dabbled a little bit in team building, but didn't do the learning that was needed. So what changed? Personal circumstances. In our house, we're fostering kids come, kids go, kids come, kids go. In 8 weeks, 2 went, and we actually made the decision that we weren't going to take anymore. Doing it for 21 years, had enough. Did we really want to do that? Me and my husband actually went away for 2 nights to discuss it. It's not like walking out on the job. Okay, you're walking out on little people. Yeah? You're actually potentially saying, we're building this business because we don't want to foster anymore. And it took us probably 2 years to be able to feel comfortable with that. We were also getting really frustrated. Why not us? I was seeing people in the business that had started around the same time as us, going on trips, earning this money, and I was getting a bit, you know, why not? We started to listen and learn and actually take advice. And what my upline was saying, I actually said, yes, do it. Instead of yes and do something else. And we found our reason why. I've got a lot of reasons why, but our true reason why is for the freedom is to not have to take any more children on, to be able to, as they leave, not replace, if you get my drift. So that in possibly about 5 years, that's it. And I started to develop some self-belief. Believe it or not, me standing up here 6 months ago, you didn't get it. I wouldn't say boo to a goose. What gave me the self-belief, I have to say, was this. Okay? Well, it's true. It is so true, that is me. I was a technophobe, right? I will be honest, much rather do pen and paper, put a stamp on it and post it. That was me. I could send an email. I was on Facebook. More to spy on the kids, we had to. I was the best CSI on Facebook that we'll ever have. I knew what they were doing before they did it. I knew what programmes they were on. I knew what time to switch the computers off. But that was as far as it went. We made the decision that we were going to go for it. And it all happened really quickly, within a week. Was I just turned on the computer, went on Facebook, and there was this group. And I'm like, online instant tips, what's that? And I read it about 4 times the thing, and I was like, nah, I can't do that. And everyone kept saying to me, yes you can, do it. Yes you can. Everyone in my house, yes you can. So I thought, right, 2 weeks, I'm going to do this. And I did. You've just got to get good at a few simple things. That's it. Okay? There's no sort of like hard and fast rules. The videos on sellonfacebook.co.uk and now especially the social selling UK.co.uk, the ones Debbie G have done, are amazing, especially for exploring other platforms other than Facebook. Okay? I think, mastered Twitter. Woo! But I have to say, I couldn't have done it without the video. Okay? Join the Facebook groups if you're not already on them. Okay? And I would say, have a look at them every day. Okay, there is some really, really good information there if you just look for it. And be active on it. Be active on these groups. That's what we're there for. If you're not sure, ask. If you're not sure, private message me. I'm not bothered. Might not get back to you straight away, but I will get back to you. Anyone can search me and have me as a friend. What I did was, my cheque in October was £300. How it had been for 2 years, I was more than happy with that. 23rd of December, it had jumped to over £1,000. I didn't even realise. My upline told me. Am I right? I had a message that went, have you seen? I went, see. I wasn't focusing on how much. I was too busy doing the doing. I did that in 8 weeks. The month after it rose to 1,200. In February, it was £1,348. This period I dipped, I had to take 2 weeks out. That was 2 weeks incommunicado. My daughter was in hospital, no internet, no phone reception, nothing. But my customers still ordered. My core customers still ordered. And I came home to my other sites, because I don't just use Facebook, with lots of messages and me doing lots of apologising because I hadn't been there. But, no problem. Mistakes. It's good. I made loads. I learned that there were 2 Blackpools in the UK. I learned that there's also a Blackpool in the USA. And that cost me in posting. It really did. But, to be fair, I'm still in that group. I don't post stuff to sell now. Well, I do actually. But now, they have to pay their own postage, okay? I don't actually stick to the UK either. I have quite a few things going abroad. There's lots of people there, why not? They're willing to pay postage. You know? And I have to say, the Americans love the pancake specials. But most of my overseas customers haven't come by me selling stuff, it's come by me sharing my opportunity to people that live in America. Not because they want to join, just because they're being nosy. So I network with them. Just chat, generally chat. I've had many a late night, just generally chatting to people. This was me at the beginning. Okay, I really felt my laptop was laughing at me. Okay, it would just not do what I wanted it to do. Okay, whether I pressed the wrong button, all you heard in my house was, Jordan! Luke! What's it doing now? They're my sons. And they would come down and go, Mom, how many times do we have to show you just press that button? And then there were times when I wanted to get a gun out and actually shoot it. One time in particular, I thought I'd be clever. And I did a load of adverts, ready to post over the weekend. Dead good. And then my laptop went dead. And I honestly thought I'd pressed something. I really, really did. And I was like, well, I can't repeat what I was saying to this laptop. And all of a sudden, my 17-year-old just walked in. He never said a word to me. He just smiled this smile, and I was about to say, don't smile that smile at me. He just bent down and plugged my laptop in. It had actually died. It had genuinely died. And there was all my stuff. Then, I sort of like I went over the edge, if you like. I sold my first item, and it was a little Christmas salt for £3.99. You'd have thought I'd have sold something for £1,000. But you know what it gave me? I knew that I was doing it. I knew then that I was doing it right and that I'd learned it. I was over the moon. And then it started. Okay? And then I never stopped. 12 weeks solid. Without a day off. An hour in the morning, 2 hours, sometimes 3, depending how tired I was in an evening. Never before 9 o'clock. Always what I call outside clean easy time. I had some wonderful chats with my laptop. I used to walk inside and say, right, Mr. Laptop, come on, today we're doing this. And I think my laptop actually regretted laughing at me in the beginning. Now, through Facebook, I sort of like I've gained a confidence. Not only is this giving me a confidence with the online, it's given me a confidence in clean easy. Okay? And I do say, if I can learn it, anyone can learn it. My top tips would be minimum of 30 to 60 groups, more if you can. Okay, the more groups. Imagine groups are like streets. Okay? Your posting in groups is blanket dropping. What you've got to remember is that we blanket drop a whole street. The size of a phone screen and a laptop screen, your post is not going to stay in vision long. Okay? Not many people will scroll down more 5, sort of like rotates on the mouse. And that's a proven fact. Your post can get down there pretty quick. That's why you do it every day. You have to post twice daily. I am becoming more and more, I was chatting earlier, weren't we, that it becomes less about the advert and more about your name. Okay, it definitely is. Having the 2 weeks off, I've had to start again. My name was not there for 2 weeks. So I haven't jumped back on my laptop and my sales go straight back up to that £500 a week, £600 a week on Facebook. It's taken me 2 weeks and I'm just about getting there. Okay? It is definitely, if you lose momentum, it's sort of like you do take a step back, but it will pick up again. Same as cataloguing, if you don't do it, then you lose the momentum. Bump post daily, not going to be your bump. Okay, just put a dot. See, 1 is time, it's quicker, and 2, you know, you can have done 3 or 4 by then. Post 2 to 3 items daily to your own personal group. Not anymore, it'll clog up your friends' feeds, your family's feeds, and all they'll do is always switch off the notifications, and they're not going to see anything. Use the stock checker before you advertise. Standard, especially more apparent and more needed when you're putting items on RK line. Remember, over a 12-month period, we have 3,000 products. Okay, if you include the special logs and the Christmas and everything, over a 12-month period, definitely modify your pictures. Do not use stock pictures. Ever. I can't stress that enough. Lots of people recently have been banned for 2 weeks. I've avoided it. Much like me. I've never used stock pictures. Not because I was told, just because I got this new and I like to play. Just don't do it, it's not worth it. Okay? You're going to just put a border around your picture, make it smaller, wide border, dark colour. Okay? Most of this information, Andy Boswell's sort of like filtered it down. When the oven glove banned quite a few people, that had nothing to do with the size of the picture or anything. Apparently it came up as porn to Facebook in the letters and the numbers and everything. Passed. How a pink oven glove does that, but it did. But definitely lots. You know, you've got to remember there's like 4,000 or 5,000 maybe. An internet special comes out, we all throw on the same picture, spam immediately. And Facebook will just go bing, 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 bing. Always have 2 admins in your group, okay? I encourage my team to have me in their group as well, especially when people are learning, because then you can nip on and tweak it for them to encourage the sales. Take time when posting, don't share. That could be changing soon, okay? Facebook are being quite nice at the minute about sharing, but we just need to wait for the official things to come through. Facebook at the moment are changing everything for the way that we're sharing. So, thank for likes and comments. 1, it's polite. 2, it's showing you a real person. 3, always tag the name, okay? Because then their friends see it as well. Comes up in their notifications. Keep your wall personal, all right? Have business things on it, but don't hammer it. Okay, keep it very personal. Always have a picture of you. My advice is keep the same picture. If you're using other platforms, keep it all the same. Don't change your picture on Facebook once you start selling. People are looking for the picture, they're looking for the name. Change your picture, like you dyed your hair a different colour, or they're not going to recognise you. So in the blink of an eye, they're just going to ignore you. Have friends and customers to your personal group to start with, and network with people regardless. That is probably one of the most important ones. Talk to anybody. Okay, no matter where they're from. I put a recruitment ad up. With my check I had, oh God, I forgot how many. And I just chatted to everybody. Lots of people saw the opportunity that were in other networks. Some of them weren't even in this country. And I even looked at theirs, but what it's done now is it's formed a bond. You know, if we now expand to America, I think I've got about 150 friends now in America. If we expand to, just talk to anybody. You never know. Some of my customers, 3, have now joined my team, purely through online selling. Etiquette. Share pics with your own team members, it helps them get off to a great start, especially when you're setting up the groups with them. Keep in contact with your upline daily. It's more of a roller coaster ride as the online selling than you think, okay? It can be up and down daily. Check for similar posts first. If another distributor's posted in that group 15-20 minutes earlier, the exact same product, pick something else. Do not respond to negative comments. Okay, just ignore them. Block the person first, then delete, and it's important you do it that way around, because otherwise other people can still see the comment. Do not comment on other clean, easy adverts unless it's in a positive way, either by a like or a comment. Ask before using somebody else's pictures, and be positive in all the groups online. Got to remember that you're now selling online, your customers will want to be your friends. Some of your customers may want to join the business. My advice to anybody is, in whatever group they're posting, if you wouldn't want a brand new distributor to read it, don't post it. Just don't post it. If you wouldn't be happy for somebody brand new to read it, just don't post it. Take a look at your Facebook profile. Okay? We've all seen it. Good Friday night out. Monday morning blues that we're going to work. Yeah? And the rants. Come on, we've all done it. Who's had a rant on Facebook? Yeah? Then ask yourself, would you buy off you? Okay? So you've got a Facebook profile picture of you, drunk, loads of bottles round. How many sales do you think you're going to get? If you put that recruiting advert up, how many people are going to be interested when all, you know, you're selling yourself. You're not selling cleaning, so you're selling yourself. You come first, the products come second. People are buying off you. Platforms to sell on. If anybody wants a full list, message me. I've only put a few on. There are, latest count, 47 different platforms to sell the products on. Okay? If you want to know, then message me on Facebook. Okay? Facebook is the one to start with. Okay? Everything links back to Facebook. Amazon, Instagram and Pinterest, they're working really, really well for me at the moment. Really, really well. People will go on my Pinterest, who are my customers and friends, see a product on my board, come into my group and order it. Because they've missed it. Gumtree, Twitter, not had a sale yet, but I'm giving it a whirl. Friday had eBid, eBay, Spock, Viva Street, mobile ones, there's loads now. Happy Shopper, Carousel, Depop. You've also got a new one, Next Bay, that's come up, it's a free eBay. The Street Life, oh, there's loads, you've just got to be looking for them. There will be another one coming out probably in about 3 months, which is going to be really, really big. Okay, there's just $200 in it at the minute. Because I've networked since October, I was invited to join this group. If it comes, it's going to be really, really good for online selling. Really good. It will enable you to have a free shop on this site and you'll be able to direct share things. Useful resources. GoPro, any new starters who haven't read that book, you need to read it. It's got to be read. It's got to be the first book you read, okay? It introduces the whole concept of network marketing. A couple of online books, Gavin Scott's System Your Way from Rags to Riches. Definitely recommend this book. Neil Young recommended it, not last month, time before. I ordered it, I've read it. Absolutely brilliant. Okay, absolutely brilliant. Use your online. Okay, you've got your webinars now. I'm sure a lot of teams do team webinars. You should be listening to them. Your team. Okay? The books, the CDs, and obviously Clean Easy. And the magazines. There's always snippets in the team talks, the EWB. It don't matter how many resources you have. If you don't know how to use them, it's never ever going to be enough. What I say to people is, whether or not online started back in October, I would still be where I am now, earning the money I am now. Okay? It's not online selling that it's helped, don't get me wrong. It gave me myself belief, but I could have done it with catalogues. And I would have done it with catalogues. Okay? What happened was my why changed. Okay? I became focused and I set a plan. You need to write things down. My why. It's really important that you have your reason why. Why are you going to get up? You know, why are you going to do it? You know, why did I sit there when this laptop would not do what I wanted it to do? So many times I could have given up. I'm so glad I didn't. You start then, it's the I can. You know, you've got to start believing that you can do it. And the only way you're going to do that, meetings, books, being in regular contact with your upline, and learning. And by doing and making mistakes, a lot of mistakes. Then you'll get to the I will. Okay? It's kind of the next bit from the I can, whereas, do you know something, I will do this. And you actually put it all into action, and you actually do it. My why, okay? This changes constantly, okay, when new things pop up. Abby, I blame you for this one. I really do. Okay? Definitely like snake, I'm a rocker. Okay? Saw it, it was like, yes, January, here we come. But it's gone on my goal board. I'm not allowed it unless I do blah, blah, blah. So if the tickets end up on eBay, they won't do, believe me. Or they're not going to. My sons, obviously. All right, I want to provide them with a future. America, real big for us. It was our first family holiday with my daughter, but it was also our last family holiday with them. We go back as often as we can. I will have a villa out there, and I will go over there every summer holiday. It's just a matter of time. Obviously Def Leppard, we love going to concerts. Me and my husband were sort of like, might be 40 odd in the body, but in the mind I'm not. I don't do the tents anymore. I kind of do the motorhomes, you know, forget tents. I would love to be able to say, oh, Whitesnake are playing in Germany, shall we go? And just go. Not have to think about it. And my car, it's the colour, and it's the make. It's the Jag, and it's I was only driving 12 months. I've only been driving 12 months. And my first car was a little mini micro. This Nissan Micro, noddy car, red, it was great. Loved motorways, not 900, you know. Then I moved up to a Corsa. My team loved my Corsa, it was brilliant. Cramped in the back. She just about coast doing 60. So, 12 months or now, I've moved up a bit. I'm now in a row with 75. 1.8 is like, yes. So I've got bigger car, bigger engine. Just got to get the make and the colour right now. But I'm getting there. That's what I'm saying. You know, I'm getting there. First time around, we did go boards. I'm going to be honest, I've never actually said this. I pinned them up in my bedroom. They fell off. Guess what? They stayed off. So I just didn't achieve it. That was where I was pre-October. Instead of doing new ones, what we did was we pulled them out, looked at them and thought, well, do you know something, we still want this. And all we did, we've changed the dates on them. Okay? Because we've been honest about our true reason why. We put it all on. I think for me it was a big thing, was that all my life I've been helping people. Okay? And that for me is a big need to help people. It took me a long time to realise that fostering was helping little people, but this is now just helping big people. And once I'd realised that, I realised, you know, I've got lots of things on there. Passed my driving test. I think that was probably the only goal I achieved. I was probably, if I'm going to be honest, before they dropped off the wall. Okay? Lots of things, holidays, Blackpool, hospitality. No comments, please. That was done in 2012. We're sort of like, but I still will have that because we still go and watch them. My steps to success, okay? I try and use this. Set a goal, okay? Find your reason why, set a goal, okay? Turn it into a goal. But understand what's needed, okay? And then check it with your upline. Because you can sometimes be a bit off, okay? Sometimes it can be that you think you've got to do more than what you actually have to do. Sometimes it can be that you're going to be doing, that you think you need to do less. So check it with your upline. Create a plan, and then embrace the challenge. Okay, because there are going to be ups and downs. There is all the time. Start and stay focused. Okay? And you can't fail. You can't fail. And most of all, keep calm and enjoy the ride. Thank you for listening.
Absolutely fantastic. I managed to press the clicker this time.